Hi guys, I asked ChatGPT why Sarawak is rich and Sabah is not quite rich. I was amazed with the answer. I thought Sarawak get 40% of the right as stipulated in M63 and the Pelembagaan, but it is not. Sarawak is not getting 40%, but then Sarawak is having this Petros. So what this Petros is doing is that this activity is from upstream to downstream, meaning that Petros is working like any other oil company. They look for oil, they drill, then they drill and build the platform, the piping, and the structure for oil production, and send it to the terminal and sell. So Petros is just like any other oil company, like Shell, for example, and that's where they get the revenue. And they also tax Petronas 5% of what they get out from the reservoir, oil and gas reservoir from Sarawak. So they are not getting 40%, and that's the reason why they are happy that they get 20 billion, because if they had get 40%, 20 billion is just normal. Actually they could get let me calculate for a figure in year 2010, they could get 36 billion. In the year 2010, so imagine it is now the gas production, I think, maintained. I don't know about the oil production. Or maybe they get about 30 to 40 billion. Like Sabah would have got 20 billion, maybe 30 billion easily if they get the right 40% of the revenue from oil and gas. But Sabah is not getting. I'm not sure whether they get that 5% tax on oil and gas. And the Sabah don't have the oil company like Petros yet. So Sabah is not don't have the company that drill, look for oil and produce and operate. They don't have it for Sabah. For Sabah, to get rich, only way is to fight for their right. As Sabah had won a case in court recently, for the judge said that yes, according to constitution, Sabah should get 40%. If that really materialize, then no problem, Sabah will be rich. If Sabah get 40% right, and Sarawak is only doing what they are doing now, not getting 40%, then Sabah will be even richer than Sarawak, probably, yes, maybe, or maybe equally rich. So now Sabah depends on fighting for that 40%. So that's the reason why I recommend Sabah to have a department, Jabatan Tuntutan Hak Minyak dan Gas Sabah. If that jabatan is not formed, it will be very difficult. Forming committee will not work. Only that jabatan with its lawyers, engineers, and was fighting in court is already a good sign that Sabah will get 40%. Don't give up, never give up. So that's why Jabatan Menuntut Hak is important, and once that form, then that Jabatan is responsible for fighting for the right is stipulated in the constitution and the agreement. And some minister in the Putrajaya already saying that don't threaten us, jangan buat hutan. Hutan is like threatening, so they also, what hutan will Sabahan do, and we don't know, because there are also people in Sabah thinking of more autonomy. If that is successful, more autonomy, maybe, we don't know. We don't know what is happening in the future. We don't know. Okay, we just wait and see how this would develop. If say the Putrajaya don't respect M63, and then what happened, I don't know. Anything can happen, because anything can happen, yeah. But I hope nothing bad will happen, and we just hope Putrajaya just respect the constitution. Since everybody respect the constitution, then it's no problem. Then Sabah miss the ex-minister, the minister that had said we will return the revenue that Terjaya had taken, deliberately or not deliberately. So had that kind of minister continue to be the prime minister, I think the problem is over. Because many ministers we see now are scared of getting suddenly money gone, and they were saying also they have a lot of debt, 1 trillion debt. But that is not Sabah. They have debt because they spend too much more. They spend too much more than the money they have. That one will cost debt. But Singapore is also taking debt. But they're confident to borrow money to invest in making the country more prosperous after borrowing. But then I think the leadership in Putrajaya are also thinking the same. Borrow money and then use the money to build factories, and then hopefully the manufacturing sectors or industry will get prosperous and they get money. Petronas also looking for oil in other places other than Malaysian water. Recently, Petronas also looking for oil in Indonesian water. So this require money. Maybe a big investment to drill on water, not on land. Water drilling platform is expensive and risky, especially in the deep water. So guy, what will happen, I don't know, but let it go smoothly, and in the end Sabah get its right of 40% and becoming rich. And it also quite risky if Sabah don't get its right. And we also seen a lot thinking of Sabah or Sabahan. So I don't know what it means, Sabahan means. But if you look in simple English, it means the oil and gas is their right. So they would claim the right forever and ever. So in the end, let hope claiming of right is successful. So That is the only way Sabah can become rich. Other than that, maybe if Sabah don't have their own oil industry, would be to have a joint venture with other oil industry, and Sabah have the right to give concession where this joint venture company can drill. So if they can do that, also not too bad, because the company may, but then they need to have money as well to have a joint venture with other company. Then with no money, then it would be difficult. Or maybe it's not to negotiate. Maybe how to compensate for that. The company, other company, maybe I don't know myself. So it's worth trying everything that Sabah can try to do, especially when Putrajaya giving no respect to the agreement. Then you have to find alternatives, otherwise Sabah will remain poor forever. Then let it not be like that. Thank you very much.